Hi guys, this is Nora Byte. Welcome to my channel. This lesson will be about jazz improvisation. We're gonna look at arpeggios and how to start on building your licks, how to start on building your jazz lines over the changes. And I'm gonna have example all the things you are again, similar like in my previous lesson on this channel. So yeah, let's start. So how to approach this? One is to, okay, I gave you this up and down arpeggio, I just played it, you can learn it, but you can also learn a system how to come up with these arpeggios and learn in different places on the neck. So this first step is just learning arpeggios in one place, each arpeggio in one place on the neck, and that's just beginning, you know. That's just the beginning of learning arpeggios and chord tones that you're gonna build the lines later on, adding some maybe chromatic little things to them. However, the first thing what you want to do to build these things, what I just did, so that's just one example, but I'll show you how I build this example, and you can build your own or have more than one sort of examples. So the first thing you wanna do is all the things you are. Check out the chart. So the first thing you wanna do is learn the chords for it, right? For this tune. First 8 bars of all the things you are, without me showing you, and I'm sure you know these chords as well. Obviously, when you learn a song, you have to learn all of them, right? All the sections and all of the tune. So the next step, as you know the chords for the tune that you want to learn, or this case 8 bars of first 8 bars of all the things you are, the next step is for you to learn arpeggio for each of these chords, preferably not more than one place on the neck, but we're gonna only look at the one example of the arpeggio. So F minor 7 arpeggio, up and down, yeah? So we have a theory behind it. You want to know the theory behind it as well, because you're going to be able to build these arpeggios yourself instead of just learning what teacher gives you or what this this video gives you. So what I was doing, I just took I started arpeggio from the 5th string as a bass. Instead of here, I could have started it here, you know, and you want to learn it here as well, and you want to learn it here, but you want to start somewhere. So this is the first you know, first I'm gonna start with. So the theory behind this chord is you want to play first, which is F, then you want to play minor 3rd, which is A flat, then you want to play 5th, which is C, and then you want to play minor 7, which is E flat, and then you want to keep going with the same structure. You can also go up until F, up till 1, but in this case, since I'm building this as 8 notes per bar, I don't need to go up until the F. So first bar I'm gonna go up sound-wise. And then the next bar is B flat minor 7. So you want to build arpeggio for B flat minor 7, and first build arpeggio. So let's start from here because it's the nearest sort of place. So this time I'm going to start from the B flat and from the 6th string. Slowly. So now you know the arpeggio, so basically what you can straight away sort of memorize in your head, or make a note in your head that this arpeggio, the sort of like the fingering and the position is very similar to here. So if you want to play F minor arpeggio, you can play here as well, F minor arpeggio. So it looks visually with fingering is the same. So now you already learned, basically you learned 2 minor arpeggios, 2 positions, 2 fingerings for minor 7 arpeggios. One was from the 5th and one was from the 6th string. So what I mean by that is that you start one tonic note is starting from the 5th string, so that's F, or starting from the 6th string here. So the fingering will be the same. And then B flat minor. And so now you know these 2 arpeggios, and you wanna build the even up and down kind of line. Just to practice these arpeggios up and down, so you kind of memorize them better and practice your technical thing. By the way, the fact that I'm playing with fingers, ignore that. Of course, most of you play with pick, so use a pick technique to do this. Of course, the fingering thing is kind of like an individual little thing that I do. So I wouldn't sort of recommend to do this technique, but you know, because it took me a while to actually kind of learn to make it sound good. Okay, let's check out what's the next step. So F minor. So you have this, and then the next thing you want to go down from B flat on the B flat minor arpeggio. And why I choose to come from a D flat note, it was just the closest, nearest note to the last note I played in a previous arpeggio. So I want to go there, right? So it's the nearest note. So you want to pick the nearest note for the next arpeggio. So the first chord is F minor. You play the arpeggio, 8 notes, and then you want to go down from the nearest note to the next chord, and B flat minor is the next chord. Again, the theory behind it was 1 minor 3rd, 5 minor 7, 1 minor 3rd, 5 minor 7, 1 minor 3rd, and we go backwards. Okay, next bar you want to go up again, and next bar arpeggio will gonna be a different arpeggio, so it's gonna be E flat 7. So the chord is, or different ways how to play it. E flat 7 arpeggio consists on 1 major 3rd, 5 and minor 3rd. So that's the sort of formula, sort of like a how to build the arpeggio. So you have 1 minor 3rd, so I kind of went up and down. In this case, and this exercise that we're building, you only have to go up. So far we did we combined 3 first chords. Okay, then we're moving on to the A flat major 7. And A flat major arpeggio, major 7 arpeggio, the nearest note you move on once you finish the previous arpeggio is a C note. And you want to go down. And the theory behind this arpeggio, let's play the arpeggio up and down, just A flat major 7 arpeggio. So the theory behind major 7 arpeggios is 1 major 7, 5 and major 7. So instead of minor 7 that was in a 7th chord, dominant chord, this one has a major 7. Okay, and the way I play this here, so I do a little bit different fingering here, because it kind of felt a little bit better as I finished this arpeggio. I wanted to keep my fingering sort of here. That was just a choice I made. You can make another choice as long as you understand where I'm going with this, and if you understand what you're doing. So I chose to start to do this type of fingering for this arpeggio. Right? And you only need 8 notes, so you need then the next chord is D flat major. So again, the formula or definition or how you say that, the formula is the same as in previous chord, but obviously we're starting from the D flat instead of the A flat. So the formula again is 1 major third, 1 major third, 5 major 7, 1 major third, 5 major 7, and 1 if you want to go that far, but in this case we only need 8 notes. Okay, and next bar has 2 chords, so we're going to combine 2 arpeggios here. So the first chord is a D minor flat 5. So what I'm gonna pick, in this case I was just gonna pick first 4 notes of this arpeggio, which is flat 5, then minor third, so we are in D now, yeah? In a D chord. We have flat 5 from the D, which is A flat, then we go to the minor third, then we go to 1, and the minor 7. So the next thing, the next chord, we want to go to the G7. So we play D flat minor flat 5, and the next we move on to the G7 arpeggio. So the arpeggio for D minor 7 flat 5, if you want to play it fully. So you have 1, you have minor third, and then you have flat 5. So instead of 5, you have flat 5. It's also called half diminished chord. So you have 1 minor third, flat 5, minor 7, and 1 again. And then as you build the next bars, and then you want to move on to the G7. G7 arpeggio up and down. where you finished the previous arpeggio was C, so you want to move on to the next nearest note for the next chord. And I'm doing it like this. So it's the third from the G, the minor 7 from the G, and the 5th from the G. It's good to play arpeggios full as you're learning them as well. Or full in here. And then half in this case. All of them together. G. Let's check out the next chord. So it's going to be C major 7. I already told you the formula for a major 7 chords, which was 1, major 1, major 3rd, 5, and major 7. This is what I'm doing here. I'm starting from the 5th. And since the chord, okay, let me do it slowly. And since the chord continues the same chord, you want to go down, you're gonna like keep the movement up and down, and then the next time I'm actually playing in a different place, so the other fingering. Still C major 7 arpeggio, as well as this one. Practice up and down, I would finish here actually. You know, you can come up with different ways how to practice this stuff, but this is just an example. So now we're gonna put it all together. Slowly how it would be, one by one. F minor 7, and then B flat minor 7, E flat 7, A flat major 7, D flat major 7, D minor 7 flat 5, G 7, and C major 7, and again C major 7. Okay, so yeah, that's about it. This is all. That's all for this lesson. I just looked at basically the basics for you to learn the changes. So you learn these kind of arpeggios. All over the changes you want to learn. Like in this case, I was checking all the things there are first 8 bars. If you want to learn this tune, obviously you want to learn these arpeggios for all the tune. The next step would be, for your practice, would be, instead of going up, start with going down. That's just an example. You can start from a different place. You can start from here and then keep going. You can also start arpeggio from a different place on a guitar. Right? And build this up and down, having all these exercises to really know these arpeggios inside out. And as you have done these exercises, really spend time on this. Just practice with metronome up and down until you know the arpeggios really nicely. And once you know a couple tunes, you're gonna find it easier and easier to know the arpeggios for any tune really, and to find them on a guitar. And then once you know this, the next step will be to build a line on it, to build a jazz line on it. So you want to use these chord tones want to use these arpeggios, but build jazz lines and jazz licks on them. So this short example, and I'm going to cover this in the next lesson, but I'm going to show you what I mean by this. So what I did is just I started with a chord note, so I am still in F minor. So I'm adding chromatic little things there, and I'm exercising. This time I start with arpeggio note, but I always finish on the next chord arpeggio note. So you want to start with, you want to always accent the chord tones as you move on to the next chord. And so when you wanna so everything, even what I played now, what I just did, so say I play, so what I did, I played F, so I played the chord tone and build these licks on them. That way you can build your own licks. You don't have to learn licks, although you can also learn licks, but building your own licks is I kind of always believe it's more fun and more kind of satisfying, and gives you more freedom, and once you know how to build them, you don't have to sort of learn all these licks. But still, don't forget the importance of transcribing greats, transcribing some good musicians you like, and famous solos. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking around. I really appreciate if you would subscribe to the channel, as I'm new to this, and I will gonna probably make more videos and continue doing this if I see subscribers joining, and as well as check out my webpage norabyte.com. Check out my Instagram and Facebook musician page. Both are norabyte guitar. Twitter is the only thing I don't have it norabyte guitar. It's guitar B35. But yeah, so check out all of these things. Check out my webpage. On my webpage there might be some things to purchase, as well as some free charts and free music notation, and as well as tablatures. Also in the description under this video there should be some links connect this lesson, some tabs you could download or check out my webpage. There might be more. Thanks for watching, subscribe, and see you next time.